So what did we analyze, right? So start at the beginning. This is a transportation study specific to the comprehensive plan amendment that was prepared. It was prepared in concert with both the state and local transportation agencies, which are VDOT, Virginia Department of Transportation, and FCDOT, or Fairfax County Department of Transportation. So on the screen here, you can see the process that we were required to go through from start to finish. I want to be clear, though, that this is not the applicant's process, right? The study is prepared here with processes that are set forth by both the state and the county. The staff is part of that process, though, every step of the way. So we do start with a determination to figure out what type of study is required, and that's based on the number of trips that are generated by the proposal. We then sit down and meet with VDOT and FCDOT staff to scope that study and get confirmation on the content, the methodology, the study area, other parameters of what's going to be required to be in that study. We then collect the existing data. We actually go out into the field. We count the number of cars driving through each intersection, the number of pedestrians, the number of bicycles. We survey the existing infrastructure. We also look at the existing traffic signal operations. We then go back, prepare the analysis, and we submit that to staff for their review and comment. We address those comments. We then resubmit to staff, and then we can go back and forth through this process, these steps, as many times as it takes to get the study to a place where both VDOT and FCDOT agree that the analysis is correct, the document is technically sound and approvable. This is also the same transportation study process that would be used for the rezoning application. So within the study itself, what did we actually study? So we do start with an existing conditions analysis, right? And you can see on the screen here, the year's 2023. That's because we actually started this process last year. It's taken this long to get to this point because it is a very complex process. We then study the future year, the opening year of 2031. That's the approximate year that the development could be open. So we looked at 2031 both with and without the potential redevelopment. We then projected traffic even further into the future, looking at the year 2045. We did 3 scenarios there. The first of which is the existing comprehensive plan as is currently approved for the AT&T site at all office. We then analyzed the proposed comprehensive plan amendment that's before you and the proposed comprehensive plan amendment with a potential improvement strategy that we could use for some of the nearby intersections. So as we scoped and agreed to with staff, we did study 19 intersections in the area. It's shown on the screen here. You can see from just north of 66 all the way up to 100 Mill Road, along Germantown Road from Rosehaven to Bushman, and all the major streets in between there, including along White Granite and Flagpole. So we've been working with the county for quite some time now. We've been listening to the community for, it's been about 18 months in the process. We have done a lot of analysis. It's taken this long because it is, again, a very complex process. I know that you've heard a lot from the EYA team. But we've also been in most of those meetings, and we do hear you on what the problem areas are out there, right? We understand 100 Mill Road are both problems. We understand that there's concerns with pedestrian safety at the school. If you live across the street, you literally can't walk your children to school because it's very difficult to get across Chain Bridge. We understand the concerns around Germantown Road, right, around pedestrian safety and bicycle safety. So I want you to know that we've been working very hard back and forth with staff over the last year to try to start to break down how we might be able to solve some of these really complex issues. I think we've come up with some great ideas for one of the intersections that really does work effectively. So let's take a couple of minutes here and walk through what that is and what that looks like for Germantown and Chain Bridge as an example of what we looked at through this process.